Hey y'all, it's me, Niecie, Lynn. This is, oh, hang on, no it ain't. Did it keep going? Yes. Sometimes it'll let me stop the camera remote without turning everything off. Sometimes it won't. So this is Flosstube 281. This is June 30th. I told y'all to have to kind of divide things up so we weren't like forever. So this is just gonna do like a little chart parade. Y'all might have, I think I posted last night the video to make sure that everybody went over and watched Christy's brag table and Stitch Con recap. So make sure you go to Salty Stitcher Designs, subscribe and like the video. Patty Penn stitching with my kitties. Also, be sure and jump over and subscribe and like. Dottie was in there stitching Scotty. Be sure and go over and subscribe and like. And of course, if you're new here or if you have been subscribed for a while, please go check and be sure that you're subscribed and like and follow along if you want to see my beautiful chart haul. And now, I don't know if we will get to, some people brought me some as like presents that they had out of their stash or they found on the, like the share table. So I'm moving that so I don't break it. So I don't know if I'll get to all those. I know that the rest of my gifts, I'll cover on Friday with my regular Flosstube. I think if I divide it up in threes, then maybe we can get everything in and kind of get on down the road without skipping too terribly many things. Like I said, it's just the best time. If you could just see the hot mess here I have, you would just be laughing. I think Christy posted last night that she had released her new designs and saw them. So this is so cute. And so we're going to show this one. Oh, y'all, all the cute things. So Christy is, y'all know Christy is my sweet, sweet friend, Salty Stitcher Designs. And she released new designs, I think last night. I have 3 of them here. I can't wait to start them. And y'all may laugh at because I've got a kooky brain on this one. This is called Kitty by Salty Stitcher Designs. And it is a beautiful artistic take on negative and positive space. I love it. Love, love, love it. And let me tell you what I'm thinking. I think I have some floss, probably from Frankie, that is like black and orange. If not, I may have to put in a request for someone because this is my thought. I'm gonna take some fabric and I'm going to, in this center part here, and maybe the whole thing, do white, orange, and black, which is the color of Patty. Then I'm going to take the floss that is white, orange, and black and I think she will look fabulous. The only thing I'm equivocating about is I may do this in white, orange, and black, and then this be the spotty fabric, and then this be a different color here. So let me know what you think. It is an absolutely darling design. It's not huge, 60 by 90, so it's gonna stitch up quick. Michelle stitched it, Christy's mom. Hey Michelle, Miss Shaw. I love it. This one is stunning. And I have some floss I think I'm gonna use for it. It is a satin floss that y'all sent, and it had, I stitched a piece that was a hummingbird with it. And I'm thinking I may stitch this with it. Also 60 by 90, so if you, you know, if you have a space, and these are, you know what I'm saying, these would be beautiful just like this, done in the reverse, just like this way, hanging above and below each other. This one is called Hibiscus. Again, it's by Salty Stitcher Designs. Love it. And I'm gonna try not to take forever, y'all. I know y'all have a life. This one is the one that I'm starting first because I love it and I wish I was on a beach. It is called Tahiti. Salty Stitcher Designs. It's called Tahiti. Here again, it's a play on positive and negative space. And I am crazy about it. Now, I also have here, these two flosses are almond M&Ms. And I got the first one, and then I saw the second one. I picked up the first one, and so I didn't fully decide, but I think I'm going to go with Electra for it. And have it on a sand. I think I have a piece from Stitcher-Carnival last year called Beach. It's either by Seraphim or Manny Donna. It's beautiful. Susan will remember what she'll be. She's sitting there screaming at me which one that she cut for me last year. She probably remembers because they have great brains for things like that. But like I said, these are almond M&Ms. If you've never stitched with these, they're so nice. I've only done a little bit with them, but they are just so soft and beautiful. So that is the one I'm going to use on my Tahiti. These are also all available in PDF download. All three of these are also Ada friendly. So no shame there. Okay. This one, and I'm trying to remember who. Well, it's on the brag video, so jump over there and watch Christy's recap. I had seen this and loved it. When I saw it stitched, now it wasn't FFO'd yet, they had stitched it. I mean, it just like slapped my brains out of my head. It was so beautiful. Teresa's Naughty or Nice Stocking. I could not leave it. We all know Teresa is a hands down genius and her art is just amazing. But this little guy is so cute. The person, let me see if I can try to guess how big the person stitched. Because also, oh, I can show you this because without showing you the thing. Teresa also is very good about giving you sizes, which I appreciate because I do the math myself. That does not mean I trust it. I do it 2 or 3 times and still. So I love, love, love that she has given us a double check here, as always. She always has this in her charts and I love it. I'm gonna guess it was maybe on 40 count, but it was so beautiful. I don't know if she gives you the other little colorways for him or not. On here, he's also in blue, but I don't think so. I bet you could just use the blue colors that are in here though. But he is the cutest thing ever. And I can't wait to stitch him. And like I said, some of these, I'm gonna move the ones off the brag table to the side, off the share table to the side first. I met these two ladies. One of them lives at Plano, which is just, I don't know, maybe an hour north of me. They were the sweetest. They were sitting with the paint stitchers and Fanny from France, who was just a doll. That whole time, just precious. And so we had been just oogling and Googling and loving and these samplers. And Levi and Tosh, y'all are stitching a different one, but I can't remember the name of it. It's on a piece of Cedar River linen, and it was just, y'all, stunning, stunning, stunning. But I got Sarah Dixon. She is so, so pretty. And one of them lives here, and the other one seems like lives in Washington or Oregon. Like they're far away. They are far, far away. But I just loved this. And I thought it would be perfect on my family sampler wall. So, because it has spaces that I could put different names or initials. So, it was perfect for me. So beautiful and perfect for my cause. So my sister samplers, check them out. They are wonderful. Now, I don't know that I've ever stitched an artsy housewife. I have loved many of them, but this thing could not be left behind. Y'all know I love my blackbirds, and they're out here in the yard, and the mockingbirds fight with them and usually win because mockingbirds ain't nice. They're from the same family though, so that's why they're so aggressive. Mockingbirds, if my brain's working right, are a member of the Corvinus family of crows. So I think that's, if my brain's working right, that's the reason they're like so aggressive all the time. But look at him, and somebody was stitching him at StitchCon. If it was you, holler in the comments and I'll tell next week so people can go look at it. I walked by and was just, oh my goodness, it was so, so beautiful. And I loved it. I knew I just had to stitch it. It says it is stitched on Rit and coffee dyed linen. So the stitcher or the designer one did the fabric themselves. And I just love it. I think it's perfect with these quilt motifs over it. So it had to come home. So the Artsy Housewife, Byron Blackbird. Okay, now this one had to happen. Because y'all know Micah is a big reader. I used to read, now I stitch more and listen than I used to read. But they'll go to the beach and Micah reads and Justin and the girls play, and that's Micah's kind of little time. And so anytime I see a bookmark, you know, like I said, I love to read, but she loves to read more. It catches my attention. But then this one caught my attention, and it has to be stitched in a certain way. So if anybody gets to this before I do, shoot me a pic, tag me in it. This is by the Stitch Crypt. It's Cozy Reading Cottage. I love it. Y'all know she's my September 26th baby. So she's, you know, right there in the fall with the pumpkins and the everything. I may leave the little ghosties out for her, but hear me on this. This is stitched on perforated paper olive leaf, okay, by Witchelt. I'm going to stitch the background here and then carry it down a few extra rows behind the edge of the roof, because then I'm going to take another piece of perforated paper and stitch the house and the smoke and all this on here. Now, if you really, you know, if you want to do the little ghosties, then you could do them on another piece and put them on top, right? But I think I may leave the ghosties out and just stitch it for her. May just leave it as a little framed piece, not as a bookmark, since it will be a little 3D to it. You know, you could also 3D the little pumpkins. I mean, you could carry this however heavy you wanted to. This is the cutest thing. I love the little cottage. I feel like it's about to Baba Yaga on me and just up and rise and go somewhere. So cute. So that is by the Stitch Crypt. They had, they were pretty new to me. They had some really cute things in there. Now these, I've been meaning to get and stitch forever, and I don't always find them. They had some at StitchCon, and I think I saw them on Fat Quarter Shop. It is the candy corn of mischief. And look at those little guys. Here again, this is on a piece of 20 count linen. If you're thinking of making a foray into linen, but you don't want to do, you know, a big price point and buy a piece and not like it, I also don't recommend starting on something tiny. So this, you're gonna go, the 20 count linen, you're gonna go over 2. So it's a great way to test and see, you know, if you can work that tic-tac-toe, which everybody can. It just takes practice, because that's how you work your linen. You know, here we go. We're gonna go tic-tac-toe it, right? So you never put anything in the middle or on the plus signs. So got your tic-tac-toe grid, and you don't be touching your plus sign, okay? And it works like a dream. But this is so cute. It comes with the, I think it's their 5 pearl cottons, maybe number 5s. Everything's in here. A needle, I mean, it's the whole shebang. They're not expensive either. I don't know if it'll be on my receipt here. I want to say they're usually like 20 bucks for the chart and the whole thing. I mean, it's like insanely affordable. And then, this is so cute. And Chris, that's the face that it will want to use. If you do not take your own cover photo, that thing used to do me dirty all the time. But when you upload it, it has a little picture icon up in the left. Click that and you can change your cover photo to something besides, because that's the one it's going to pick for you. I don't know why. The gods of YouTube have a very odd sense of humor, and they pick the worst picture you could ever make in your life. This is Witch's Hat of Bats, a cat Halloween, this and that. That's a whole mouthful. Look at it. Oh my goodness gracious. So dang cute. You know I couldn't leave this behind. I also, yeah, this is on 20 count linen. Also, it has, I'm gonna cover up that part with my hand. See, all the flosses and everything are in here. It even comes with a needle, so both of these are by Bent Creek. If you get this and you do not like stitching on the linen, these, if my memory serves, are completely always Ada friendly. That little guy hasn't got painted yet. But here's another one of theirs that I finished a couple weeks ago. I've got to come back and fix the corners and show you how I fix the corners. That's why it's sitting there. But they're by Bent Creek. They have so many of these. Sometimes they're called zippers. Sometimes they're called pops. All kind of things. But they are just fabulous by Bent Creek. This one, Stitchy Pros, was new to me. They had some of the cutest things. Of course, they got me with the phases of the moon. The phases of the moon up here, sold. Take my money. Love, love, love it. So cute. Look at that. See that phases of the moon in that thread right there. Take my money, please. Look at that. It is stitched on 40. Spicy mustard. I'm trying to look for the stitch count. I'm sure it's right here in front of my face. 73 by 291. So cute. Y'all know I love me some Halloween. Okay. This was our start for next year. We did We the People. Last year. This year, Nancy, the Disorderly Stitcher. Yes, Nancy, also jump over, watch her video. She's the Disorderly Stitcher. Subscribe, like. She is a stitching genius. She's so funny. I just love her pieces. And this was her idea for this to be our stitch this year. There is room at the table for everyone. Love, love, love this. It's stitched, I think, on 32 in the picture, and finished, it's like 6 by 7.5 nearly on 36 count. It is beautiful. I think it's called Swamp Grass, is that silk that's showing there that they used. I loved this take on it here. So I grabbed it's by Grace Notes. The color is Barbara. I don't know what Medina means. Y'all know there are things, I've been stitching a long time, I still don't know. I mean, there are things in life, I've been living a long time, still don't know. Let me find my floss though. I have a floss that goes with this, and I had it all right here together until I started digging around a minute ago, and yeehaw. Okay, so I got this Grace Notes fabric, which is, and sorry if y'all are disturbed by the crinkling, I'm sorry, I can't know how to help you with that. The thread is called Ice Queen. And like I said, I love this take on it here. And so these are what I picked up. This is, it's an off-white. Let me see if I can just lay it on some white. But it has a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of, you catch a little bit of like a, I don't know, a bluish, greenish, I don't know, something every now and again. It's like an undertone. Maybe it's only there in my mind, but I love it and I'm here for it. I am here for it. So that is our stitch for next year. Table 24 and 4 quarters next year. This is our stitch. There's room at the table. And it is by the Proper Stitcher. This will be my first, I think this will be my first stitch of hers. I love it. So I'm excited about that one. Not doing too bad time-wise. I've got to meet some people and get my sewing machine. My friends called and her mom passed and she had and Nell and Jeannette, Tracy, y'all talked to me about this a long time ago. I miss y'all so much, by the way. Can we please Zoom or Face or something? A Sanger 1591, I think. Like a metal sewing machine. So I'm super excited. Okay, now this one, we nearly missed. These are stacked up and so cute, and there's so much to look at when you go in there that Patty and I nearly missed this one. And then I had to have it because I love me a Biscorno. And I always make them and give them away. I don't think I have any that I've kept. So I'm making these and keeping them. These are by Manny Dodonna. It's called Seasonal Biscorno. And I hope it will pick up how cute those are. It says they're stitched on 32 count and they're 59 by 59. I think that's about the norm for a Biscorno. But to say I am in love would be the gross understatement of the millennia. I cannot wait to stitch these. I'm stitching them all. There's a pumpkin one, a snowman, snowflake one. There is, what is the other one here? I think the summer has barns. Hold, please. I can't remember. I could see them so good when we were in there. And now there is a glare on the package, of course. So let's see here. Okay. Winter has snowflakes and a little cottage with like smoke rising. Summer has trees and a sun. And then like little green leaves. Spring has little cloudy rain and a little barn. With little clouds on the underside. And then the autumn, I think the autumn has a barn also. Yes, autumn has a white barn. And it has little pumpkins and everything. You can probably see them better like this now without my hands all over them. But those are by Manny Dodonna. And they had them stacked up just like that. And they were so dang cute. But yeah, I nearly missed some. I mean, you're just on brain overload because everything is amazing. And then I was like, wait, what's that? Like I said, I tell you, I feel like Jack Skellington all the time when I'm at a retreat or at Stitch-Con. What's this? What's this? I mean, there's just all the things. Christy and I said this may be our additional table 24 and 4/4 stitch because this is absolutely amazing. Y'all know I love birds. I love my birds. I watch my birds all the time. And Freak for the Beak. I love it. It's by Boomerang Stitches. She's new to me. I don't know if she's new to everybody. Y'all know I don't get out as much as I could. But I stinking love these. These, I mean, you could absolutely bust each or every one of these out and make something completely adorable with it. So dang cute. Because I'm thinking you could also, okay, if you look at these three guys here, you could either reverse them or you could add in some of these smaller sideways guys and make a little drum. Would be so, so cute. So that was just amazing. This one I have somewhere in my stash. I can't put my hands on it. It's not where my, I usually have all my blackbirds in one thing, right? And my other stuff I have busted out in seasonal. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's how I've done it. But I cannot put my hands on this. So, Tricks or Treat by Blackbird. I have the one that has all the stockings in it, I have. But this one I have somewhere, and I don't know if I gave it to somebody or loaned it, I don't know. But I can't find it. So, I want to stitch every one of these. So this is Tricks or Treats. It's a re-release by Blackbird, which thank you. And Lisa's daughter, Lisa Roswell's daughter has re-released some of her designs, and I think she's going to do them all, which I have got to get. That's why my brain just went. Thank you for re-releasing things that people can't get their hands on anymore. It is so nice. Okay, this is Happy Halloween. It's by Bent Creek. No, it's not Happy Halloween. He says Happy Halloween. He's called Uberjack. And I love the little curly cues. How adorable is he? There's also a Uber flag. But I love him. He's by Bent Creek also. He'll stitch up real quick. 121 by 98. So he's gonna stitch up, super fast with all this open space on him. But the little black cat on top, I couldn't leave that there. Okay, now I need to show these two together. This is new to me. I haven't stitched any of Cherry Blossoms. I've seen them and loved them and just have not, I don't know why I haven't picked any up or I haven't seen any when I've been out and about, but y'all know I don't get out and about much. Unless I'm at a retreat or convention, I don't get out and about. That's gonna change. I'm gonna do better. This is by Cherry Blossoms, and they had it on display in this little egg stand, for lack of a better term. They call it something probably better than that. But they also offer this. So I'm gonna flash this up there too. They have little boards. So now Cherry Blossoms and Chantel's 141 have finishing products for, boards for you and things you can use. So cute. But I loved this thing. And that fabric it was on, this says the fabric was Juniper Belfast Linen by Fabrics by Stephanie. Y'all, it was stunning. It was stunning. So I have to stitch this one by Easter. Okay. I think Patty may have brought me this one. I thought I had all Patties together, but I thought Patty brought this one. But it makes, you can make little cushions for your, maybe not. Maybe that's why, maybe it's not. Anywho, it's adorable. And it has, everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by the ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid, which I am in line for 100%. And this is a fact. So this must be stitched. It's by Katie Dawson. Katie Dawson Stitched. And I Love it. I love it. Okay, now I'm going to show you this, and I think Pish Posh on Parade I think you're also with Candy. No, this is Holly. This is Holly. Holly is Pish Posh. Okay, Holly is open in Etsy store. Okay, that's where I'm off topic here. Y'all know Holly always has the cutest. She has the cutest gifts at StitchCon. She always makes scissor fobs and pulls and things that are just adorable. So she is finally opening up a little online shop. She says, and I'm like, girl, you are cute. Look at that. Look at that thing. Can you just squeeze it? There is the thing, Pish Posh on Parade. And there is Holly's little thing. I think if you scan it, it will go there. If not, you'll have to use the link right below it. But she said she'll be getting things posted and getting things up. I'm probably jumping the gun. I don't think she told me she was officially gonna go till maybe August 1. So just put that in your search engine, save it somehow, so that you can take a picture of it on your phone so you can remember to go there, because holy Toledo, that thing is so cute. And it should be in my present part, but it was right here. How are we doing so far? Not too bad. Okay, now, these are some that were either on the share table, this one's from Patty, or people brought and said, hey, I thought you'd like this, which they were never wrong. This one I love, and it is Twin Peaks Primitive. Just literally knock your socks off. But it's gonna be a commitment. It's like my flag. It's gonna be a commitment. Now, if you could get one motif done a week, and then go with the big stuff at the bottom, the big 1776. But look at this. Look at that. I'm gonna try to get it up close for you. I mean, the twins are amazing, amazing, amazing. But I think Patty said she had 2 of these, so she brought me one. And once again, somehow I missed it. That thing is gorgeous. Now, these were on the brag table. We're not doing too bad. This is Plum Street Samplers, not the brag table, the share table. From this point on, if I say the brag table, I mean the share table. I have some of these. I do not have this one. They're by Plum Street, and they have, this one is 5, I think. Yes. And there have the whole, there's like several of them that go with, there's another one that they go, like they're a companion piece to something. But I think it may be the Flood. Maybe the Flood, or it may be Adam Names. Maybe it goes with Adam Names the Animals. Okay, and this is Adam Names the Animals by Plum Street. This one is 226 by 155. And the bottom part of this is solid stitching. This one's gonna keep you out of jail, okay? Paulette trying to help us all out, keep us all on straight and narrow, because you're gonna get doing this one at the bottom. It's gonna keep you busy. Look at that though. I really, 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 really need to do this. This would also be a perfect stitch for a retreat or StitchCon or a vacation, because you could just fill in and get all that done without having to carry a chart around. So both of those are by Plum Street. I believe both of those are probably gonna be Ada friendly. Most things, I think most everything we've shown today is Ada friendly. This one is Noah, and it's by Homespun Elegance. And so many of these, I'm like, how do I not? I mean, y'all know I'm a crazy person for Noah's. Best job ever. Best job ever. After you live through all the anxiety of getting on the boat and the sadness of knowing everybody else is dead, but you have all those fun animals to play with. And maybe everybody wasn't nice. I don't know. I wasn't around back then. Not my business. But I'm going to tell you right now, what a fun job to have all the animals on there. Yes. Dream job. And yes, no, I don't have any animals right now except just the cats, in which we've discovered I'm allergic to. So, but yes, I have had Chinese water dragons. I've had ferrets. I've had goats. I've had sheep. I've had cow. I've had parakeets. One time I think we had 10 aquariums going at the house. All freshwater. I love me some cichlids. Love cichlids. They're my favorite. What else? We've had green anoles. I had gerbils. Dogs, so many dogs and cats over the years that, just have finally died of old age. And now I think I'm too sad for it. It makes me too sad. I don't know. Of course, if Jinx don't quit coming around, I'm probably going to be in jail for strangling Jinx, because that kitty is still coming around and still manages somehow to get shut in my garage and pee on my windshield. It's not my kitty. It's not fixed. My cats are fixed. I don't leave food out. I feed my cats what they eat, and then that's it. They get treats. The treats are gone when we're done. Why that cat comes, what did I say? It was 2 or 3 miles in between my house and that cat's house as the crow flies. And it comes down here. Why? Why? I don't know. This is Noah's Country Art by Blue Whale Designs. Another one I had never seen. How this happens to me, I do not know, but I had never seen this. And it is so prim and so cute. Look at that. Look at this one right here. Stinking love it. So thank you to everybody who goes and finds things for me on the share table, because holy Toledo. This is from a place called, used to be Needle Fever, it says, in Indianapolis. It is by Pride of the Prairie. And it is a little ark with animals, and I am in love with it. So it has that little pillow right there that says Merry Yule, all one word. And then it has the little, this is the one for me, under it, the little ark. So cute. Now all these old ones, because these are really old, will just be on the secondary market if you're looking for these. I don't see a date on that one. This one is not an ark, but it is a colonial Santa. And he has a flag and a drum and a, oh, he's so cute. Look, it's by Cinnamon Stick, Christmas 4. Here again, he'll be on the secondary market. He's a Homespun Elegance chart by Sandra Sullivan. Sandra is so prolific and so genius, and everything she does is beautiful. Let's see if I see a year on here. 1988. Just amazing. Can't get enough of that. Let's see. This is by Sheepish Designs. Busy Bee. How cute is that? So adorable. On our little sheepish thing here. This is by Sandra Sullivan, and it is a it's a little sheep. And, Keely has sheep. You know, they raise sheep, cows and sheep. And this thing is just the cutest. The little sheep's at the bottom. And then it says, won't you see the wool that grows on my back to make your clothes? Cold, very cold. Cold, oh very cold you'd be if you had not wool from me. Then the farmer comes at last when the merry spring is past, cuts my woolly fleece away for your coat on winter day. Little master, this is why in the pleasant fields I lie. Why does that make me want to cry? Why did I have to say something that rhymes with lie? I don't know. I don't know. Positively preposterous, table 24 and 4/4. This one, I may have bought this one. I'm not sure. I think I bought this one. It may be in the wrong stack. Because I was going to make a little, my brain went to a needle book for this. This is Rebel Stitcher. I love peonies. I am a little too far south. Normally, if you're south of Dallas, peonies do not do well. You can kind of nurse them along. If you're Dallas or north, they'll do fabulous. I am cut out of the glory of peonies. But I love them. But I thought, because these are done as like little ovals, right? These are done as little ovals, that would make the sweetest little needle book. You could do it as an oval, or you could do it like an oblong, like, you know. But it could be, since it's oblong, you could have like a little thread bed in there, and you know, the little thing to hold your needles in the center. And I just thought it was beautiful. I'm loving my Rebel Stitcher Carnival Cat Knockdown. I finally got my rhythm on that, and I'm going to town. Hallelujah and amen. So that is my thought on that. It is beautiful. Here is a Stony Creek, the arc that was brought over to me in a stack of arcs. I may have this one. I'm not sure though. If I do, what I do when I go back through, if I have them, I take them to the next retreat or this, you know, Stitcher-Con or whatever, and put them on the share table. So adorable. So beautiful. I mean, that one is amazing. Amazing. I think Stony Creek are always Ada friendly also. And the Rebel Stitcher one is Ada friendly. This is by my friend Krista. And it is Elizabeth Ferguson, aged 11. So cute, with a little funny girl in the center. But she's just the right size for me to do some more family ones for my family. They think she may have been Scottish. But hello, Krista. Just stitching along. Elizabeth Ferguson, aged 11. But look at the little funny girl in the center. The peacocks are just so beautiful. The alphabet, I think the alphabet is why they think it may be, is that why they think that may be Scottish? Because, and maybe the motifs and the style. But I guess because these also look like thistles to me. Love it, love it, love it. So that one had to get coming on. This one I didn't grab and talked myself out of when I was out of Shepherd's Bush. Birdie. Look at Birdie. I love him. I don't know how I didn't get him. He is amazing. And these, when they're big like that, what is it? I don't remember what they said they were stitched on. This one's on 18 count natural linen. It's 113 by 171. And it is so cute. Birdie and I may run away together. Then there's this little Archangel. I think I have her already because I think I stitched her, but I'm going to double check. I wasn't sure. Or I know I have a little tiny one and I'm thinking, I wonder if I'm getting that one confused. So I'm going to check. It's by Heart in Hand. Cecilia was there also. I meant to go get her autograph, but I didn't. What did I have? I had something with me I was going to get her to sign. These two are by the Sweetheart Tree. And this is Celebrate Summer. And it's so teeny, and it's called the Teeny Tiny Collection. It's 58 by 58. And I think I know just right what to do with this. I have a plan. I love it. It is an older one from 99, so you'll probably have to find it on the secondary market. So adorable. And then I can't show this one. It's called Trick or Treat Pumpkin Time Heart. I can't show it. I thought I could, but it has it shows the whole chart. I mean, it's old, but it's 94, but I don't want to show it still. She might re-release it. Then this is so cute. A Treasured Autumn by Mill Hill. And this little witchy chick and these patchwork pumpkins were just screaming to me. Now, how in the world I'm going to have enough time in my life to get all the things stitched I want to get stitched? I'm not sure. But somehow it's going to happen. It is going to happen. I don't think, I grabbed some other little, see, here's one other one that I can't show because the chart is the thing, okay? So I can't show that. Oh, I did also grab a grab bag of fabric at Keepsakes. I love getting those if you have small things. It also had some Aida in it, so I passed it to Michelle because she prefers Aida. We're getting her to try it and see if she likes linen. There's nothing wrong with stitching on Aida. If you love Aida, stitch on Aida forever. I just like to try new things. So I am trying some smaller counts just for fun. But there are always just beautiful pieces in here. And they're not all T90. I mean, this was $10 for this whole bag. And now mind you, I gave the Aida's already been pulled out. So if you're ever there or at your LNS, see if they have any little grab bags because these are super fun and you can get some fun colors that maybe you're like, and you can try them. Sometimes they'll usually have some colors and some neutrals in like the bag. This one I think is Aztec Red. I've stitched on it before, but this is plenty big enough to do a couple of little ornaments on. Of course, this is a Weigart here, and this is I'm going to say a Black Laguna 28 count. Some of these that are something that I won't stitch will probably end up like shares, or I'll take them here again. If I don't remember to share them, I'll take them to the share table at the next convention. Anytime I get home with something, I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to take that, or somebody, got stuck with something else, inside something else, then I usually just pass it on. Okay, so those are my bats. We're still doing fairly okay. Okay, about 10 minutes. Let's see what else we can get in here. What is this? I grabbed some things for the girls. Some of these are books. When the girls come back, we're going to do some stitching on these. These were on the brag table. No, the share table, here again. Here's another one. It's a Debbie Mum, which is so cute. Look at that. There were some Texas things on there. I can't pass those up. And I'm gonna have to try to find the rest of these 12 days. This is the 12 Days of Texas Christmas. Oh, dang, can you see? There's the flag. There's the blue bonnet. Here is a Texas flag with a blue bonnet. It was the State Pride series. So adorable. Now, like I said, some of these I know I have. Audrey, are you stitching this one? This is a pre-order, but I'm going to put that up there so you can see it. It comes out August 2025. It says it will have 25 patterns to haunt your home. It's Witchy Stitcher's, it's like a book, conglomeration book of hers. So cute. And I think Audrey may be stitching that one right now. Love it. Okay. Somebody brought me the Serenity Prayer. Y'all know me well. I need this. My life is so kooky. Not because I drink to excess. I mean, I don't have the attention span to do anything to excess, okay? I can't stay focused that long. But that is beautiful. And so it may get passed on. It is so pretty though. This one I think I have. And if one of y'all says you already stitched it, I don't think I did, though y'all are gonna be out there laughing at me right now, so I have to go look on my wall. These cowboy boots, adorable. And like I said, all these off the share table. Oh, I have 2 of these, so definitely one of these will be a share. Birdhouses. And look, there's one that's a little arc down there. So this is by Homespun Collectibles, but see, it has that little arc down there, so had to happen. This is Texas Mini Stitches, and it's by Leslie Risters out of Spring, Texas. And there is all kind of things in here that is absolute Texas. Now, I'm gonna say no to the Lone Star. I can drink Lone Star beer. It ain't my favorite. I'm a Shiner Bock girl, so which is also a Texas beer. So, but I have many Aggies in my family, and all the things on here are pretty much near and dear. This is got a blue bonnet and a thistle, our Mexican hats. These are like wildflowers here. Wine cups, Indian paintbrush, prickly pears, scarlet sage, a fire wheel, which I have a fire wheel up in one of my pots out there. Black-eyed Susan is what I call it, but it's not like the kind you buy at the store, right? But I love this. I love this. When I was a little girl, there was a big pasture behind Mammy and Paul's house, and I would go out there and I would have made up some kind of little song that I can remember parts of in my head about this is Mammy's garden. And it was just all wildflowers, just a big field of wildflowers behind the garden. And everything blooming and all the butterflies, and you don't find that anymore. It's like fireflies. We don't have very many lightning bugs. I think y'all call them fireflies, other people do. We call them lightning bugs. But because you spray your yard for mosquitoes and other things, you ain't got no lightning bugs. So, little one for Aria. This one with the little sheeps. A little baby sampler. This one is let me get this right because it is so pretty. Janie Applebaum. And y'all, this thing like knocked my socks off. And it's from some old magazine. I don't even know if it'll say what old magazine. We still doing all right, yeah. I try to stay under an hour, y'all. They upload and everything better if it's under an hour. I can't even tell what old magazine it was. But look at the border on that. It's called True Virtue by Janie Applebaum. It doesn't identify on the magazine. It also has a profile of this lady in the same one. I don't know if that'll help you find it or not. I love it. This, oh, look at this. See here again. Never seen this in my life. How does this happen? And it looks like it is a shepherd's bush. I don't know. But I think it may be out of one of, it looks like maybe it's because it's from Hirschner's. And it's called Noah's Garden. But it looks like either a sweetheart tree or a shepherd's bush. But y'all look at that. Sweet Sentiments. And it's a leisure arts magazine. You can probably, I don't know if that'll help you find it or not. But had to have it. And those other things are in there. The bee and the house. And then this little bird with the pumpkin. The little bird with the pumpkin is too light of colors for me. Other than that, he's beautiful. He'll have to be darkened up for me. But I do believe I have this one, but it came with a stack of Noah's just in case. I think this one doesn't have a, it just has one we make. Not a stitchy Noah, but a, yeah. I like this. So cute. This is a Sue Hillis. It is in this magazine. Another genius, prolific stitcher designer. I do think I have this one, but like I said, they were just in a stack. They were brought to the table, and I'll go through them. Adorable. It's Alma Lynn. I know you remember back in the 90s, you know, everybody was Noah. I was living my best life at that time. This one I had, and I can't find it anywhere. I have stitched this one and given it away and stitched it and given it away a couple of times. Can't find it. So it came home again. This is Noah and Friends by Leisure Arts. I need to stitch the shirt for myself. Noah, an art collector. So cute. Look at him peeking up. Love it. This one I have not seen Noah in his flock. So cute. And now this was on the break table, and a sweet lady at the table next to us has brought it, and she said, "I am so glad that's going to somebody who will enjoy it," because I was just like ecstatic. Let me find him. Of course, if I'd have gone to the table of contents. 53 and 53 and 7. There's 2 in here. Look at this one. Never seen it before. And she said, "I'm so glad somebody's getting that. I've had it forever and haven't used that book." And so I was like, oh man, I can't wait. And then on 53 there was, and there's some beautiful things in here. But look at this one, another one I had never laid eyes on. Okay, y'all, we're knocking right at an hour. I'm gonna jump off of here, upload, run to Daddy and Annie's. We're gonna finish cutting in their paint. They're repainting. I'm the family cut-in paint person. So I'm gonna run over there and do that and then pick up my sewing machine. Y'all have a great afternoon. Have a great rest of the week and enjoy your stitching. Bye.